Hey everybody, it's Vince from Spradley Kia here in Pueblo, Colorado, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick walk around of the X-Line Prestige Package 2021 Sorrento in Aruba Green. It's got the rust-colored interior, which is actually really cool looking, and I'm typically not a fan of the brown myself, but the rust color is actually really cool. There's going to be so many features to go over in this vehicle that I'm not going to have time to hit them all. Um, this is the 2.5 liter turbo engine. Just starting from the front, you have a pretty aggressive grill there. I think this is now called the Shark grill instead of the Tiger Nose grill, which is kind of cool. I've always liked Kia's grills. You have your lights down there for your fog lamps. You have your LED headlights here, and your daytime running lights, forward parking sensors. 20-inch wheels. Whenever I explain this car, and I've only done it just a couple of times, we just got this guy in yesterday. Um, I always explain it as the baby Telluride. So if you're familiar with Kia Telluride, when I show you the details in the inside of this guy, you're going to see why. You have your roof rack rails up top. Coming along to the back, you have the new badging that Kia has been doing now in the 2021 models going across the back, which, I'm a fan of. You have your taillights, your shark fin for your antenna, camera, and then you have your trunk latch. Let's go ahead and, where's that? There we go. Automatic trunk latch for the S. Oh, I should have said that. This is an SX model, so this is the SX model Prestige package. I think I touched on it a bit at the beginning, but I don't think I made it perfectly clear. So right away, just kind of a cabin view from the behind. Just like in our other vehicles, you have the left and right drop buttons right there. You have your little seatbelt clips, which I never understand why they don't put these right. But you got your little seatbelt clips right there. That way, if you have the back row down, the third row down, you can have these guys kind of out of your way. Floor mats, obviously, but it's kind of what it looks like with the third row down. Child anchor locks on the back of your third row, child anchor locks for your car seats on the back of your second row. Got the little hidden cubby space down here. So when you open up the hatch, you have your hidden cubby. So you have this vehicle comes with wheel locks, and then you have the little cargo mat there, which I'm going to put aside here. Try and do that with one hand. Pretty cool looking. Kind of looks very similar to the Telluride and again to the Sorrento. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move these mats real quick. I'm going to pull this drawstring here, raise up the third row, pretty easy. Now, what I like about this vehicle compared to the 2021 model and below, look at all that legroom down there. So you have more legroom behind in the third row than any other previous model of the Sorrento, which is awesome because that's one reason why we like to tout this as the baby Telluride, because of all the legroom. A full-size adult can fit back there. I hopped back here earlier, and I fit perfectly fine, behind the third row, so that's kind of cool. Coming back out, you have your buttons here. Push to close. There it goes. Not bad. Kind of another side profile. Again, this is the X-Line Prestige. It's the SX X-Line Prestige. So kind of a mouthful there. But there's the X-Line badging. Pretty nifty. Now let's just hop in the second row here. So kind of working backwards, we're going to start here. Captain seats. So right away, you have your captain seats in the second row. Here's another view of the cabin there. Kind of a back view of the third row. Got your armrests, just like Telluride. So I kind of like that with the captain seats in the second row. You got your little pouch for your buckle. Down here you have your redesigned vents for your back passengers, USB port and 12-volt port down there. You also have USB port there, a USB port there. Has the Bose audio system, kind of cool. Redesigned cup holders in the door. You have your raised, I don't know if you can see that in the dark, but you have your little raised lip here. So you actually do sit up a little higher. And I'm going to squeeze back here. There we go. So now I'm in the third row. Just like Telluride, you have your USB port chargers there, cup holders there. You got your little seatbelt hook again right there. But yeah, I'm 185, 190 pounds, give or take, and I fit perfectly fine behind the third row. Again, USB ports, back window to see out of. Maybe the view's a little better on this side. Look at that big panoramic sunroof, comes all the way back to the second row. I'll turn that on here in a second when I get into the second row. Okay, so for example, let me point this out. So let's say, I'm an adult, I'm back here in the third row. How do I get out? Well, I can go down the aisle again, which, I'll admit was a little bit of a squeeze, but not terrible. Or I can press these little buttons on the seats. So if I press this little button on the seat, boom, seat slides out, goes forward just like on Telluride, and you are able to get out. Now let's see if I could do this without dropping my phone and all that jazz. And I'm out one-handed. Not bad. Not bad at all. You could also punch the button right there on the bottom of the seat as well. And then just a little bit of force, pop that guy back into place. So pretty cool. And this is the rust color. The rust, new color for the interior of Kia. It's called rust. Like I said, not really a big fan of brown, but I'm digging it. I really am. Really digging it. Okay, so let's go around to the driver's side real quick. So quietly, one of my favorite features, I already have the key inside, so it's not going to work when I do the video, but is the button on the door. So if you have your key fob in your purse, in your pocket, jacket pocket, what have you, all you have to do is press that button. It'll unlock the door. Press it twice, it'll unlock all 4 doors, but this guy pops right open. So just kind of a quick interior view right here, kind of the same as always. You got your window locks, door locks, mirror control, all that good stuff. This guy has the automatic seat, 12 ways right there. And I got your cabin a little bit. Now again, I called the baby Telluride for a reason, because it looks like the Telluride. So when you hop in, I'm going to close the door here. You have your LCD cluster, which is awesome. And you have your infotainment system, which pops out of, kind of almost looks like one piece out of the first cluster there for your infotainment system, which this is customizable, so you can have multiple drivers. If you take a look there, you can change that to driver 1, driver 2, or guest. If you don't like the physical touchscreen, there are buttons on the side. This vehicle also has passenger talk, which is kind of cool, just like Telluride. I don't know how if you can really hear it in the video, but you can activate the intercom so you can speak in your normal voice, and then your back passengers will hear you and vice versa. So that's kind of cool. I don't know how great that's going to play on the video though. Oh, wrong button. Oh no, right button. This little guy will open up your second widget. So, you have 3 sections of screen here. The little arrow here, whenever you see that projected, you will see that, and this is completely customizable. So you can, make it a compass, the time, navigation, all that good stuff. Now, like I said, if for any reason you don't like the touchscreen, you have your physical buttons down the side, and press those buttons. it'll take you to the map. I never understood why they let you do a double map, but they do. Big, big, beautiful screen there. Climate controls, a little right below it. So you have your directionals, you have your blower speed, you have your temperature control with these switches, and then you have kind of two, different vents. You have your main vent here for your face, then you have this little guy down here, which kind of hits your leg, kind of more towards the cabin, which is interesting design. I think that's pretty interesting. Here in the center cubby, you have your heated seats, you have your air conditioned seats, you have your wireless phone charger, you have your USB ports right there. You have three of them. Kind of down here, just like Telluride, you have your gear shift column, which also shows you your different drive modes, your 360-degree camera right there, heated steering wheel, auto hold, um, wheel lock differential. Oops, can't see it. Haha. Wheel lock differential right there. If it's highlighted amber, that means it's on. So you got your wheel lock differential. That means it's on. I would use that if you're stuck in mud, stuck in gravel, that kind of thing. You have your little coin tray there, which I have the key in. This key's actually, you got a remote start on the key. A lot of people, biggest complaint of Kia in 2019, 2020, and probably overall is that you never had a remote start on the fob. Well, now in 2021, all of the higher end stuff has the remote start on the fob, which is kind of cool. It used to be just the Stinger had this key, and now pretty much all of the 2020s have this key. But pretty much all the 2021s, I'm sorry, all the 2021s have that key. Where are we at? So this is kind of cool. I like this LCD cluster. Honestly, I wish my Stinger had this. I drive a 2019 GTS, and all I want is this. So that is your turn signal. Press your turn signal. Boom, live camera. I love it. I don't know why, but that's all I want in the world. It does both sides. I just do. This is a new feature here. It says vehicle will be turned off automatically in 15 minutes, and it just counts down. It starts at 30, so I know I've been doing this video for about 15 minutes already. But just like that, vehicle countdown. So it's not going to run forever. It'll turn off, in 30 minutes. You can set that to different time lengths, so that's definitely your prerogative. You have your safety features down here: blind spot detector, lane keep assist. This little guy right here will illuminate the center cluster. So if you like it brighter, if you like it darker, that's your illumination. Pretty nifty. You can control your phone and the radio with these little buttons here. You have your DriveWise controls and then your cruise controls here. And let's see this panoramic sunroof. Press the button where the sunroof button normally is on pretty much every vehicle I've ever seen that's had a sunroof, all the way back to your back passengers, which is really cool. And then the sky will open up to the sky. You have your sound diffuser right up here. A lot of people think it's a bug catcher. It's really a sound diffuser, so you don't get that whooshing sound when you're on the highway. And then with just another press of the button going forward, you can control the sunroof, the glass, and then the partition. So pretty cool. Definitely a fan. Standard mirror, UVO. You got your lights up there as well. You got your UVO buttons and your roadside assistance, all that kind of good stuff. Not bad. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I would like to check the comments, but sometimes I don't get to check them as frequently as I do, as I would like. You got your Sorrento Scuff plate right there. Pretty cool. You can get those illuminated if you wish. So really, a lot of good stuff. I mean, this guy is priced right around 44 grand. So I mean, if Telluride SX is a little bit too expensive and you don't really have a lot of people to shuttle around where you need that third row, but you still kind of want the ruggedness and the style of Telluride, I really think Sorento SX really is a great way to go, especially the Prestige package. They're really impressive. I'm a big fan of the third row. I've been selling Kias for what, 3 years now. Um, I've driven Kias for 10 years, but it's this guy was definitely on my list. They come in a hybrid version too. I haven't seen one of those guys in person. My dealership hasn't gotten one yet, but this is our first SX Prestige X line in Aruba green with a rust color interior. MSRP is about 44, and I think it's worth it. I think it's worth every penny. So if you guys have any questions, again, let me know. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you down at the dealership. Hey, thanks, guys.